So we have a very special honor tonight to have brother here, James E., who was the first Muslim chaplain at Guantanamo Bay. He's going to share some of his poetry and some of the story of the men. So please show lots of love as James comes up to the stage.
Today, I'm involved with the group as a veteran. It's called Warrior Writers. So almost on a monthly basis, a bunch of veterans get together, and we get a prompt, and then we write about that prompt, and we share it. But recently, I came up with a poem that I wrote about my experience, a little bit about my experience as a chaplain down in Guantanamo at a time when there was an enormous amount of chaos, abuse, and torture going on. A lot of that information came through me, and I raised some concerns and objections about what was going on in Guantanamo at that time. And in response, the U.S. military, who I was serving, retaliated, and they attempted to prosecute me for capital crimes. And at the time, they called it spying, espionage, aiding the terrorist enemy, mutiny, sedition, and was actually court-martialed eventually for what they called mishandling classified information. But to make a long story short, there was absolutely no evidence. And so they dropped all the charges. I was later vindicated of all these accusations, reinstated, and then I would resign my commission from the U.S. military. And since then, so I recently wrote a poem about that experience, and I'd like to share that with you today. I went to the army, I went to war. What the hell did I do that for? Mama, mama, can't you see what the army's done to me? Mama, mama, can't you see what the army's done to me? They took away my faded jeans, now I got my M16. They took away my faded jeans, now I got my M16. It sounded like a good idea. Get a free education. Mine was the West Point indoctrination. Duty, honor, country. Yes, those things matter to me. Join the army and be all that you can be. The TV commercial said, we do more before 9 a.m. than most people do all day. The cadet honor code. A cadet will not lie, cheat, or steal, nor tolerate those who do. But as a U.S. military soldier, can that really be you? Yes, sir. No, sir. Just following the orders. Deploy you to lands where there really are no borders. You learn to fight. You learn to fire. And staying alive becomes your only desire. Stay alert. Stay alive. If you want to come home, if you want to survive. I made it back, but it didn't go well. My return was by way of solitary confinement in a secret jail cell. It was because I didn't stay silent, too many truths to tell about how the prison camp at Guantanamo was a living hell. Operation Enduring Freedom. I just couldn't look away during my time, so I kept the journal log and reported the war crimes. They said, we're fighting terrorists now. Lions and tigers and bears, oh my. And the president said Geneva Conventions just don't apply. Taken away, they locked me up and said, you're one of them, aiding the terrorist enemy wanting to create mayhem. They labeled me a Chinese Taliban, then get me with the death penalty. That was their plan. It didn't work. It was all BS on a hook. And I was later set free with an honorable discharge I took and became the Army captain who authored this book. For God and country, faith and patriotism under fire, and detailed what really went on at Guantanamo inside the wire. Mama, mama, can't you see what the Army's done to me? Mama, mama, can't you see what the Army's done to me? I put back on my faded jeans and threw away my M16. I put back on my faded jeans and threw away my M16. I'm now a veteran for peace.